before I get into the current stuff, I want to backtrack just a little bit on OVW.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the guys that you came up with, CM Punk. What are your memories of Punk down in OVW?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I couldn't stand Punk when I first worked with him on Independence. I thought he was, he had a big head, sarcastic. I remember I went down to work for Ian
Right.
at IWA Mid-South. I worked with Austin Aries. And, Austin, Dan lived in the Twin Cities at the time. I lived in the Twin Cities. And so we rode together, we get to be pretty good friends. And I remember going down and having this match for Ian, and we thought we had a great match, and everybody told us we had a good match. And then I remember getting the tape a couple weeks later, and Punk and Ace Steel were on commentary, just burying us through the whole thing. I remember thinking, everything was, oh, look at that. Oh, what the hell was that? Who does he think he is? Oh, this guy. And I just remember, there's a difference between heel commentary and, Barry commentary.
Right.
And I could tell the difference, and this was definitely much, much different. And so I remember hearing that Punk was going to come down there, and I was like, fuck him. I was not looking forward to it. And actually backtrack. After that, I had seen Punk on an independent show in Minneapolis, or just outside of Minneapolis. And I asked him, I said, can I talk to you for a second? And I said, do we have heat or something? And, no, why? I said, well, I got the tape from that IWA show. Anything? And he was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I was in a bad mood that day, and I was... And, he gave me some kind of excuse or whatever, and I just said, okay, I just wondered, are we cool? He was like, yeah, I'm really sorry, And that's okay, I'm fine with that. But at the same time, it was always up there in the memory bank.
Right.
And then when he came down to OVW, he just had a great attitude, and was just, and at the time I was a little leery, because I was like, of course he's going to have a good attitude, he's down here, he wants to get in with everybody. But he really did. And he changed a lot. He had matured a lot. And when I say that, I'm not saying that I was, mature or anything like that. It's just that, you could tell that he had matured a lot, he had changed. And he really was a joy to work with down there. And he was a cool guy. And then, I know Paul was a huge fan of his.
Yeah.
And so, just, things change, people change. And initially, I hated him, and, today I love him.